Opener of this new season between the Baltimore Orioles and the Milwaukee Brewers. On the ground near home. And Harold, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Matt, when you're on a struggling team, you always look around and say, this is win night. We got the ace on the mound. I don't care how poor you're playing. When your ace is throwing, you feel like you got a chance to win that game.
Into the windup and the pitch. Craig Gentry comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Batting third.
Standing in, Kyle Seager. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a neck-high fastball that time.
2 outs, bases empty, and I got one of my power guys at the plate. This is where you let it fly right here. Give me a home run or a double. Give me some kind of extra base hit here.
Started that swing a bit too early. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Spain going back to the track. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Batting fourth.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Manny Machado.
Manny Machado is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Broxton's on the move. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. Stepping in, Hernan Perez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Hernan Perez.
Swing and a liner. And he's going to try and answer right back. Extra bases to start the home first. The throw into second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So striding in, Jonathan Villar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On attempt misses. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Machado is there for it. 1 out. Here's Ryan Braun now. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot too. Leadoff man at third with 1 down. And they'll take the bat out of Braun's hands here as he's walked intentionally. So stepping in, Timms, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And here's ball 4 on the intentional pass as that'll now load the bases here and set up the force at the plate. He's set. Here it comes. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's trying to at least tie this one up here, if not bring home a couple and take over the lead here in the early going. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Here's Mark Trumbo now. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Outside, 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
No.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Now at the plate, Jonathan Schoop. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Ready with the 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Spain sprinting after it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So stepping in, Wellington Castillo. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. In the dirt here. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Popped high in the air. Timms is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. At the plate, Angel Pagan. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
Angel Pagan.
And this is fouled at the plate. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, Jet Bandy. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Jet Bandy.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Batting 8th, center fielder
Keon Broxton is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Junior Guerra. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So coming to the plate, Dylan Bundy. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Dylan Bundy.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Now the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's Gerard Dyson. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Dyson.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
This is on the ground over to first. To his right, Timms. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for the Orioles.
Here's Craig Gentry. 0 for 1 for
Craig
him here in this one.
Gentry.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in for his second at bat, Hernan Perez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hernan Perez.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is through into right field for a single. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
The batter,
Ready for
5,
another chance? Jonathan Villar. He flew out in his last at bat. Throw over to first. Soft liner towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Braun. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
Pagan moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting.
Striding in once
7.
again, Timms. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. Now a spin and a throw back to second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second. First delivery to him on the way. Lined hard toward right center. Perez rounds the corner and is headed home. And he is in there. Digging in to try it again. Spain. He popped
54.
out in his first trip. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gentry is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Into the box now, Travis Shaw. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
2 out here and a runner at second. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Kyle Seager. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Seager.
Now here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup, but you got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Bandy is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Manny Machado. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Machado.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Braun racing back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Now batting, Mark Trumbo. He drew a walk his first time up. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Squared that one up just a little late.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Catcher, number 47.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
I like the fact that they're swinging early in the count, and they're really aggressive right now early in this game. But there will come a time you got to be patient. If you're swinging the strikes, that's one thing, but make him work a little bit.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Stepping up to the plate, Keon Broxton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Junior Guerra. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Back up the middle. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning.
Now
digging in and looking for more, Hernan Perez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner heading to second. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Jonathan Schoop.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
Well, he's really having good success in this game, and you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Braun, still going back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
The right fielder,
digging in,
21.
Angel Pagan. One run in and one gone so far this inning. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Digging in, the switch hitter, Dylan Bundy, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and a good decision there to sweep this away in foul territory and make him try it again. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Dylan Bundy becomes the second out here in inning number 5. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Runner going a second time. Bounce to first. On to second for the force out, and the side is ready for another shot now. Hernan Perez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
Hernan
And that's by him. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So digging in now, Jonathan Villar. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here it comes, 1-0. There he goes. Sliced hard on the ground. And right to the spot the shortstop just vacated. A base hit. But no, he puts on the brakes and will head back to first. Here's Ryan Braun now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
Pitch inside the throw, and he'll just hang on as both runners move into scoring position now. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Number 7.
Timms swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Man, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up. In the zone, but if you're a guy
from the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Breaking pitch here, chopped foul at the plate, strike 1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Bases loaded, no outs, and they get 2 outs, and it looks like you're 1 out away from getting out of the whole inning. You got to come up with a big 2-out hit here. You don't want to walk away with the bases loaded, no out situation, and not score.
And he struck him out, his 7th. Ready for another chance? Craig Gentry. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Craig Gentry
sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ball 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Perez backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
The batter, number
Riding in once again, Kyle Seager comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
The batter, number 13.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Manny Machado.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success. Ready once again, Mark Trumbo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Jet Bandy. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth.
Bandy.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. The pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Jet Bandy is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And this is going to be a foul ball.
He's right on that breaking ball. That's pretty good timing right there, especially following up after a fastball.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Junior Guerra. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jonathan Schoop comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitcher's purpose pitches, right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like.
1-1. Here it comes. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
The batter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wellington Castillo. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
Well, that's another first pitch strike right there. Now he's over 70% so far in this game. First pitch strike to hitters. That's why he's deep in the game right now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bandy has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in and looking for more, 21. Angel Pagan. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Oh, my goodness, 3 in a row. Perez will put this one away, and the side is retired. In now, Hernan Perez. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
The shortstop.
And he'll step off and try again. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Now batting.
Ready now, Jonathan Villar. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Pickoff move to second. but he is in there as they can't get him at second. Again, a 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Now at the plate, Ryan Braun. A couple of walks for him thus far. And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one gone.
Number 7.
At the plate, Timms. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Second and third here, one man out. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order. Striding in, Spain. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Grounded back up the middle. Machado has it. One there on to Trumbo, and they turn it. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Dylan Bundy. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Dylan Bundy.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
No strike.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. On the ground, softly towards second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Here's Gerard
Left
Dyson.
fielder.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball.
1-0.
It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Look out. 2-0 now. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Center fielder
Stepping up now, Craig Gentry. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Snap throw from the catcher. Not in time. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. There's Kyle Seager in the on-deck circle. We'll see him next. Here it is on 3-0. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Runners on the move for second. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now. Now in the box, Kyle Seager. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Jared Hughes is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now both runners are breaking. Pitch inside. The throw. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High pop-up. VR is over. And that's the second out of the inning. So striding forward now, Manny Machado. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk. So now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Here's Mark Trumbo now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Perez answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Into the windup and the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Castillo corrals it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Bouncer down the line. That's a foul ball. Take something off, but it's 1-2 now.
Wow, I want that one if I'm on the bump. But let's be real. I want all the close ones.
This ball will be chopped foul.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, and he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
There to take it is Trumbo, and there are 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Keon Broxton. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball.
Now that's a good curveball. That's the old 12-6 from midnight to 6 a.m. and he's doing it all day.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Stepping up to the plate, Jonathan Schoop. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Jonathan Schoop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Wellington Castillo.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Bases are empty. 1 man out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a line drive. But a foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. So a big spot here in step. In Angel Pagan, and he could very well get the intentional.
Now running
and time will be called.
Number 3.
Here's the first pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. The 1-0. And the runner's breaking for third. Fouled off into the seats behind first. The 1-1 pitch. Throw down to second. But he's back in standing. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Digging in the switch hitter. Dylan Bundy, 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and J.J. Hardy will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
1-1.
Hardy not biting at that one as the count goes to 2-1 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Broxton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Gerard Dyson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
Oh, that was a tough pitch to lay off. If he took this hack at that slider, he thought it was going to be over the plate and just kept running away.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. And he strikes. Braden Shipley comes on to work.
Now pitching for Baltimore.
Digging in
Number
now.
34.
Orlando Arcia is up off the bench to lead it off as the possible winning run here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Arcia.
And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Up next
Now to the plate, Hernan Perez. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Standing in, Jonathan Villar. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed. And with that, Carlos Torres takes the mound as he'll be the first man. The pitch here in extra.
Carlos Torres.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. There to take it is Villar, and that's the first out. Stepping in, Kyle Seager. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Fouled straight back. Now he'll step off. 1 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Bandy has it, makes the throw to first. 2 down. Here's Manny Machado now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is. Here's Ryan Braun now. And it's a strange line developing for him in this one. He's been walked several times.
Ryan Braun.
Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage. Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Throw on to first is in time to get him. So that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Here comes the first pitch. in the air down the left field line and deep. Chasing after it is Dyson. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now
Standing in, Spain 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Drilled right back up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Third baseman.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Been a really tough one on him. Already wearing the golden sombrero with 4 strikeouts.
I love that pitch right there. You know he's geared up right there in this big situation. They looked for a ball and just let it fly, and he pulled the string on him. Just spun him into the ground.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And he strikes out again, and that's the 5th time he's punched out today. This is certainly not. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
For the Orioles. First baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Broxton's under it. 1 away. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And that's dead center for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Perez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out. Now at the plate, Rodriguez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A little bouncer that winds up foul. 2 out, nobody on. Hit back toward the mound, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Ready once again, Angel Pagan. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Now the 1-2 pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Spain moving in. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. Catch made out there by Pagan, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Standing in now, the pitcher, Carlos Torres. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Dyson is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. So striding forward now, Braden Shipley. Pedro Alvarez.
Number 24, Pedro Alvarez.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. A windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
And this will be fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play.
That is too good a pitch to make right there with 2 strikes. But he fouled it off. Now you got to stay aggressive and go get him again.
And this is swung on and missed, and Alvarez is sent packing for the first out.
Number 1, Gerard.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch hit on the ground out to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Craig Gentry. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Now a swing and a fly ball. Spain is after it, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
He'll try it again from first. Pitch outside, the throw. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after Brad Brock.
Now pitching for
digging in to
Baltimore.
try it again. Hernan Perez. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one. Looking for a 5th in this at-bat. Swing and a little blooper to center. Oh, and he misses it. Striding in once again, Jonathan Villar. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Here's the first pitch, and there he goes towards second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. The 0-1, and the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jonathan Villar is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And there's ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance?
54.
Spain. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And this one gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
0-2.
Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Travis Shaw. It's been a disastrous game for him at the plate. 5 strikeouts, and yet here he is with the possibility to go down for a 6th time on strikes. Slapped hard the opposite way. Dyson is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball. Now in the box, Manny Machado. He went down on strikes last time up.
Third baseman number 13.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of zone for strike one.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. His balls aren't even close. He's got to make him work a little bit.
Ready for another shot now.
First baseman, Mark Trumbo.
Hot shot down the line. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. Standing in, Jonathan Schoop. He went deep back in the fifth. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Mosco is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Here's the first pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit, and then it's by you.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Another one sent foul. First and second here with nobody out. Now both runners on the move. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Digging in now, Rodriguez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Hit out towards second. To his left. Villar. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He could use a hit here. 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts.
Jet Bandy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. At the plate, Keon Broxton attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Standing in now, the pitcher, Mosco. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And he'll step off and try and reset. The 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes. Digging in, the switch hitter, Angel.